And we're live. Thank you so much for joining us. If you were following, we're doing 12 days to Christmas. Reflections for the 12 days of Christmas. And today is our third day. We started on Sunday. I would have done something on Sunday. Yesterday, we had distinguished Toastmaster Alvin Morton. And today we have another special guest. Our guest today is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Sandra Pike Anthony. And Sandra is, as you know, well, you don't know, but Sandra is my assistant in terms of club growth. She is my club growth director. And I'm going to introduce you to Sandra. Sandra is going to share today on her own feelings, how this year has impacted on her. So people, help me to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sandra Pike Anthony. Sandra, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Division Director Sandra Theodore. Well, I want to talk about how 2020 impacted me. And one of the things that I learned in 2020 is how to adapt. And I learned that there's so much more to learn that I will make sure that in 2021, I continue to learn and grow. One of the things that I learned in 2020 is how to use the technology, Zoom especially. I had known about Zoom and had used it a little before COVID-19, but the pandemic really forced me to become a pro at it. So much so that I was able a couple of weeks ago to Zoom a family wedding to those who were not in Trinidad, those who were in Trinidad or in Tobago, but could not attend because of the numbers that had to be reduced. And also, of course, there was a live audience or reception. And if I hadn't been a Toastmaster, I don't think I would have been able to do all of that. And I am quite ready now for when we go to hybrid meetings. That means some people together in person and some via Zoom or via some other platform. I know that I have the knowledge and the skill now to do that. And that is a good feeling. I also learned how much information there is out there. Google is my best friend. And I learned that there are millions of books available free online. And I have been reading and reading and reading. And that's going to also continue into 2021. So I have read books on health issues. I have read books on leadership. I have read novels. I have read bestsellers. I've read all kinds of books, and I am a voracious reader right now. Sometimes I will read until I fall asleep reading, but it is a wonderful world out there of information on the internet. So I am hoping that this is going to continue for me. I'm determined it is going to continue for me into 2021. And I want to share that information with as many people as possible. There's a world of information available to everyone. And for me, that is the best news for coming out of this COVID pandemic, that you don't have to be bored, that there's so much that you can learn, so much that you can grow, even if you are doing it via the internet and not in person. So I'm hoping that Everybody is hearing me. I'm seeing messages about the muting. I don't know if I am being heard, whether or not. This is my message to everyone. Learn to adapt. 2021 is going to come. We don't know what it's going to bring, but learn and grow and enjoy the time that you are learning and growing, because this is a lifelong thing. When my father reached to age 97, and I asked him if he was going to reach to 100, because I was hoping that he would live to 100, because very few members of my family live that long. And he said, I don't know, but I'm going to live until I die. And that's my message to everyone this evening. Live and enjoy life. Learn and grow. That's it.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you. So for you, what you gained out of this pandemic is the ability to adapt in these, I don't want to say perilous times, but in these times where people had to stay inside and we can't meet face to face and all that. So for you, it was being able to adapt. All right. And your hope is that that adaptation could go forward to 2021. So people will realize that it's not all that bad. It's,
Not bad at all.
yeah, because you learn to do a lot of things. You learn
A
to,
lot.
and you learn to do the wedding in terms of streaming a wedding. So people all over the world or in other countries could attend your family's wedding. And that's very good. That's
Yes.
very so our hope is always to use this time and as we reflect on this year, we want to embrace all the good things that came out of probably a bad thing, if we want to look at it that way. All right. So Sandra, thank you so much for joining us today.
Very welcome.
As we say, folks, 12 days of Christmas. Today was the third day, tomorrow is the fourth day, and we'll be having another special guest. Tune in tomorrow at 6:30, same time, where we will be hearing about another perspective. Somebody will be giving their perspective on how 2020 has affected them. Thank you so much. Bye.